I have no idea if the lighting is any good in this room. I usually have my lights on red all the time. I think it's supposed to be like better on your eyes for when you go to sleep. But anyone who goes past my house must be like, why is there so much red light coming out of his house? It must look a bit dodgy. But it's not. So I've made them white. I'm sat on the sofa, as you can see. I tend to say settee, but I've been pulled for saying settee. I prefer cut that bit out. I prefer the word settee. Anyway, point being, I've been busted. I put a video on my Stuart Explores, and I put a screenshot of this channel, sort of saying I might look like I've not been up to much recently. I'm making that wobble a bit there. But I have been making videos, and I put us a brief screenshot in, and obviously it puts the names of the videos in there. And Luke found the channel and subscribed to it, so now I feel seen. I'm exposed. Anything I say and do, it's not just for me anymore. Luke is going to look at it and go like, well, I say he's going to look at it. I don't know how busy the guy is. I mean, he does daily vlogging, and the irony is, Luke is like the king of like granddad vlogs in a sense that he doesn't worry about editing. He doesn't worry about the rules of a special thumbnail or a. He just goes on and talks, which is what I like to do. And I tend to put him on the telly. I don't comment enough, actually. Ironically, I had him on in the background at work the other day and used him as a podcast kind of thing. And I did put a comment on then because I had my keyboard to hand. But I tend to put him on the telly and just kind of listen to what's going on. And it works in the way like the therapy mode, in just like a case of you get stuff off your chest, you talk it out. Because I don't really see a lot of people. I know quite a few people, and I do occasionally hang out with them, but more often than not, I go to work. No one really comes in the office. I go to the gym. My training partner Nick, he's not really in there much now. Lucky if you get him once a week. He's using the summer months and the warm months to do golf and his other activities. Does a lot of Dungeons and Dragons board. He does other things, and he knows the gym's not going anywhere. So I have been kind of like solo training, solo at work. Yeah, I talk to customers and stuff, but generally no one around me. I get in and I talk to my girlfriend and we FaceTime each other, but not, a little bit of while I'm making my tea, then a little bit of an evening. We always keep in touch because we live in different cities and whatnot. So I do a little bit of communication, but generally I spend so much time on my own, and I'm fine with that. By the way, it doesn't offend me or anything. But I think that if there is pent up things that you just want to get off your chest, stuff that I wouldn't necessarily say to Sarah, because it's just like we just kind of do the whole, as if you come home to the same person and you're like, how was your day at work? What have you been up to? Is anything exciting happening? What you're doing? What you're having for your tea? That's our sort of general chat. But when I'm talking to, say you, me, Luke, I just kind of, I'm like, what do I want to offload? And it's mainly because I just want to keep my foot in the door and remove the barriers of just making videos, making content. And I want to, I really want to. Sorry for coughing, by the way, if anyone's watching this, which they're not, and they wouldn't get this far anyway. I want to break that 1,000 video mark. I'm going to do it, by the way. You'll hear me say things on these video channels if you watch my other stuff, and I'm going to do this many. I'm going to do 2 a week, and I set all these little goals, but they usually just fade off. This channel is just it's going, it's powering through because it's easy, and it's garbage, but it's easy. It's just record, talk, stop, transfer, upload, done. Simple as that. But yeah, now it's going to be like, because I know that Luke has the ability to find or watch these videos, it'll be like, he might be watching this. To be honest though, it's not going to change anything. And I like the kind of feedback I get from the guy, because again, he makes these kind of videos. Does a bit of editing, and there are a few camera angle changes and stuff. But generally speaking, I've seen so many videos of his that are just one take. Doesn't edit out anything. Doesn't he just kind of stream of conscience and blasts along just like this. He has actually introduced me to a really old school. I've forgotten the name of it already. I am old, by the way. An old school version of what YouTube used to be like. I signed up to that, and I'm going to try and upload things to that. I am wanting to record every day. And it doesn't mean I'm going to use the footage every day, but I will be throwing stuff, single take stuff on this channel. This will be the second video today that I've done this for. And typically when I get in, and I have this routine of just making my food, speaking to my girlfriend on FaceTime while I do it, I sit in this very chair, I recline further back than this, I stick YouTube on the TV, and I just watch my subscriptions. I don't watch TV in the sense of like ITV, and I don't have any license. I don't have the ability to receive television like that, despite what the BBC keep doing and sending me this. You can't watch iPlayer. You can't. I don't care. I don't watch anything like that. I like YouTube. It's like the equivalent of what was public access back in the day, where just people make their own stuff and you seek it out. That's why I love consuming, and that's what I love making. Where am I going with this? Absolutely no. Oh yeah. So this old school video channel, I wanted to make videos every day. It's very strict. It's like no more than 10 minutes, no more, not a very big file size, but I've got like a cheap app to make footage look really old, like camcordery, no stabilization, and that I uploaded a test one on that earlier on, and it worked really well. So I just need a workflow to be like, what am I going to put on there? Because I don't want to just replicate this. What will I put on there? Obviously, it's a very niche website. It's no YouTube, but it'll be interesting to just kind of throw stuff on there. So I need to be doing these, I need to be doing them. I need to think about my other actual channels that I get proper engagement on and putting content on there. But it's like I said this morning, repetitions, powering through. The more you do it, the less likely you are to use and and, filler words. I remember the main filler word that I seem to have detected is so. If I've got to the end of a statement and I want to change subject, I'll say, so, I nearly did it then. I'm getting rid of that. I want to get rid of that. I've always been quite good at the no ums and ahs, but I do spend pretty much all day on the phone. Not all day, but I have a lot of phone calls with customers, and so I'm kind of used to speaking and talking and presenting as well. I do that because I do a bit of teaching sometimes and training and showing customers how to do things. But anyway, point being is I have a subscriber. I'm still making these videos. I want to get over 1,000, so I will get over 1,000. Whether that means 3 a day for a year, whether that means 1 a day for 3 years, I don't know. But the likelihood is there will be more than 1 a day. Some days, not every day, but it's an ongoing project, and it gives me some outlet other than just consuming the YouTube. So that was it. I only wanted to come on to sort of mention that the subscribers has busted the cherry, and it's not a randomer. Well, you could say that Luke is quite random, but he's not a randomer to me. He's somebody I know and I've known for years. But anyway, I am literally repeating myself. So yeah, the only person likely to watch this far is probably Luke. So yeah, that's it. That's all I've got to say. Bye bye.